That's what I do.
I ain't worried about nothing. Look on my face, I ain't worried about nothing. I got God on my side, as long as he ride, get the good times running. No, I ain't worried about nothing. Tell the drummer keep drumming. Cause when you start from the bottom, you rise to the top. Head can't feel something. And ain't no way I'm gon' plummet.
Just the other day, I was working. I drove on the north side of Chicago, and I saw 3 homeless men having a conversation. And one of the guys, he just walked over a few steps, and he lifted up the garbage can and just started eating out the garbage can. You know, I found that kind of strange. The Lord put it on my heart to go back and to have a conversation with that man. When I found out that, you know, I can just feed the homeless, so I just stopped at McDonald's and picked up some sandwiches and picked up a couple of bottles of water, which didn't cost me too much. It didn't cost me that much money. So, you know, I just spent some time. I think that that's what we are called to do as leaders, but people, they don't see that side of ministry.
Full-time pastor is very serious, and I think that if people really understood what a pastor does in a 24-hour increment period, they would really understand that sometimes their desire of knowing what we do would be more clear.
You know, many families have been broken because of the demand on our life. You know, in the middle of the night, we get a phone call from members saying that we need your assistance. There's someone sick, someone went to jail, and it's our job to stand in the gap, even if they right or wrong, even if they have been a faithful member or not. Let's just take it for example. This coming up this Saturday, you know, the Lord put a vision in my heart to do a thing called pregame. I play softball. I love the game of softball. I don't just like it because of just swinging a bat and running on the field, but I love it because of the brotherhood. It's many brothers from all odds of upbringing. We come together and we share this game of passion and play it from within our heart.
Ministry takes a different turn because we're at a place now where there are people who don't see the need and the importance of either having a church and or a pastor. And so I think that those people have been somewhat turned away and disenchanted by religion. And so we understand that as we continue to build kingdom, build church, there are a lot of people that have a lot of legitimate concerns about church.
I went to an event not too long ago where a pastor, she was being inducted in, I guess, as a pastor. The guest pastor that was there said, to everyone who can afford $1,000, stand up. They stood up. So he counted them off like that. Now those that can do 500, stand up. So they stood up. Those that can do less than 500, like maybe 100 to 200, stand up. Now to the peasants, the poor people who has nothing. If you can afford whatever it is you can afford, stand up. I felt that was just so wrong. I was outdone because here's my thing is, why do you need to collect that much money?
What kills me, okay, there's the tithe line, then there's the regular offering. Then all of a sudden before you leave, where's my $500 pledges? Where's my $1,000? People don't have money like that. Seriously. A lot of us don't. A lot of us are unemployed. A lot of people are getting TANF, food stamps or whatever. Okay, so now we've paid the tithes, we've gave the offering, and now you're looking for a $500 pledge or $1,000 pledge, and then you got these preachers that they want the building fund. The building fund has been going on for 30 years. Where is the new sanctuary? Right. Okay, you want all this money, but then when I call the church and I need some food, you got a $30 voucher? Really?
When you're at a mega church, you don't have that one-on-one time with the pastor like you would have liked to, because the pastor is always speaking to the general masses. You don't have that. He don't have a set office hours where members can come in and speak to him. It's kind of like you gotta see him as you see him, talk to him as you see him. You know, case in point, one example was when I was at my church. I wanted to shake my pastor's hand. He walked right by me like he didn't see me.
I've recognized over years in ministry the difficulties of the senior pastor role. I do believe that the parishioners are not in a place to understand completely what it takes to run a church. When they come in, the building is clean, songs are sung, pastor is preaching, but they don't see the behind the scenes activity that it takes to make that happen. I often tell staff that we live for the weekend, and what we do behind the scenes Monday through Friday makes Sunday happen.
Kid, lock your doors up right quick. Come on, go up here. Come on around, man. Have a seat, man. Yeah, let's get this going, man. Yeah. I just want to pray with you, man. I want you guys to understand that prayer works in your family, man. So there's that old saying that a family that prays together stays together. So I just want you guys to make sure you implement. I don't know if you guys are doing that right now, but sometimes the Bible tells us that a soft response turns away wrath. So you can be mad or whatever, particular days or whatever, but if you respond, in a soft manner, it will change the outcome. So I tell people this all the time, that, the way that we respond to our trials and our tribulations determines the outcome.
Now this is the part that probably not too many people know. Not only are we in the church, not only we been behind the pulpit, not only are we behind the podium, not only we was in the kitchen as you seen, this is where we at on the softball field. Yeah, your boy love playing softball, but I don't just look at that softball, I look at an opportunity to fellowship with guys all around. You see many teams out here, we all having a competitive game, but it's all about fun. I play on Young Guns BTA, we playing Chocolate City today, but in all essence, this is how I reach individuals. I come out and create a form of balance, and what this balance does, it let them know that not only am I a pastor, but I'm human as well. Sometimes being a pastor is hard, and I say this, it's hard to show people that there's a humanistic side of you because you're always being judged.
I like my man Pastor Corn. He's a good guy. He do a lot for the community. He was at the church today. He fed the softball teams at the church. The guys went out, they had breakfast, and they come out to play some ball. He's always doing something good for the community and for the softball team at Washington Park and down here on 48th and State. I would like to see more of the churches come out and do stuff for the community. Maybe if they do, maybe we can stop some of the violence in the neighborhoods.
Once again, I'm up here early on Sunday mornings, right before worship service. Up here doing a little Uber. As you can see, I just got a pickup, but this is how my day begins. I try to come out and make a couple of dollars to pay my bills. It's a great thing. I look forward for the opportunity so I can minister to others. Maybe some guys up here are going through something. I try to use my time wisely. So in between the wait, you may say about 30 minutes to an hour, I have to wait. So I try to go around and mingle with the other guys and see what's going on, and just look for opportunities to minister. A lot of leaders in the church, they're not paid, and that's why they have to go out and get these jobs. So people, they have their complaints, and they can be rightly justified, but they also have to remember that, I have to set time aside to study and to prepare for Sunday school lessons. I have to set aside some time to go into meditation with God. I have to set aside time for Bible class lessons and things like that. And I also have to take care of my family.
we have about 5 to 6 different associations with this ministry. 24-hour day, we have a housing program, we have a food program, we have a work program, we have a back to work program, and also we have a soft skills program. But we also have a congregation. In 24 hours, in this ministry, you have to deal with people complaints, you have to deal with timesheets, you have to deal with food reports, you have to deal with so many different areas so that you can stay focused.
Many people don't see what it is we do, they only see our building. And so what I do is I challenge anyone who is, if I could say, questioning what a pastor does. Talk to the pastor's heart instead of what you see them driving. Because many times what we drive is not who we are. Many times where we live is not what we do. What we do can never surmount to any monetary gift because a pastor, a true pastor, and not a hireling is two different things. A hireling is somebody who's just in it for the money, and a pastor is somebody who has God's heart and for God's people. And so the person that you're looking at today is a true shepherd of God, called by God to do this work until God says not the same.
I can hear past that, never looking back. I went to sleep last night, and I woke up a better person. I went to sleep last night, woke up a better person. I went to sleep last night, and I woke up a better person. I done it. I fell in love with God. Then came that money. I be the last one in it, but be the first thing coming. Man, I don't know about you, but I'ma lace my shoes and keep running around it. Yeah, when it rains and pours, they gon' hear that thunder. Some can't ignore. My inside's been hollering. Man, I don't trick nobody, but I speak Ebonics. I went to sleep last night and woke up on 100. I woke up on 100 with a trunk full of bass and a pocket full of money. I work hard all day so I can ball all winter, go crazy all summer. No, I ain't worried about nothing. Let the comments keep coming. Take a trip out to London, just me and my mama. I'ma live how I wanna. Yeah. I remember them days, remember them nights, didn't seem right. On the studio floor, waking up to the pain of last night. But oh God is watching me.